Yeah, I took a nap today, so I'm up. It's like 3:30 in the morning. But you know, you hear about all these people getting divorced and how the laws in America are different. I wonder what would happen if there was no divorce in the United States, and it was like the Philippines, where you're married forever and you can't get a divorce. I think you can get an annulment, but it costs like a lot of money. But I've been married. March, I will be married 26 years. So it's hard to me to think about what a divorce would be like. And this is probably my last marriage. But you know, I've let's see, I'll be 51. I just turned 51 in July, and I'll be 52 this coming July. So November, 2 months ago, I was married over half my life. Over half my life. And I figured out today when I was at work sitting there waiting the cool down period that we had to have a mandatory wait. And I was thinking, I was calculating all in my head, and I was like, yeah, November, around Thanksgiving of 2022, I was married. Half of my life I've been married. Can you imagine that? Because there's certain people get married, and there's a lot of people that don't get married, and everybody's scared of losing all their stuff. But if they're scared, they could always get a prenup, I guess. I don't know how all this works. I want to, instead of worrying about saving stuff for myself, I want to save stuff for my family when I die. So it's a little weird, instead of losing it while I'm alive, I don't want to lose it when I'm dead. So it's a different way to look at it, because I want to set up a trust, you know, and I don't know how it works. I got to get some money up for it, but I want to have my YouTube channel as part of the trust if I can even do that. And I want to make my kids mandatory to have to post videos that won't get demonetized, or they keep the channel up. And then the future generations, if the end of the world will happen, they will be able to watch my videos, and the channel might be making like $1 by then. So it might pay for the trust fees or the management of the trust, but they wouldn't be able to spend money like trust fund babies. They would be, okay, you need a roof, we can help you with that. Certain things that were legitimate causes, and the money would last generation to generation, but it'd only be for certain things. Hey, you still got to get a job, you still got to work, but this money's not going to be for like a $90,000 truck, or a bunch of toys that you spend in one time. When I worked all my life for that little bit, that the money's there to maybe make sure the taxes are always paid on the property, and certain emergencies, like maybe the well went out, stuff like that, but not your day-to-day electric bills and all. They should be able to get a job for that, and they'll know that they have like an emergency fund, but it's not to be a cash bank. I don't know if I can set that up or not, but that's the goal. But you see all these people talking about how marriage is so bad, and women take everything, and I feel really bad for these guys. Marriage ain't easy. it's it's what you make of it. It takes a lot, and it's not always 50-50 or 100-100. It's like a million to one, a million to negative a billion, and you got to deal with all the fluctuations and everything. And you see these channels in the Philippines, they get married. Well, they're not allowed to get a divorce, but they can get an annulment. But so I don't know if it makes it better because the culture, or it's the economic thing. Because a lot of people stay out of marriage and they can get a lot of support where they're making like about $22 an hour, not even get married. So I think if it wasn't so financial appealing to get divorced and not have to deal with somebody else's crap, then it probably wouldn't be a big deal. But if you had to get married and say, okay, you're not going to be able to get a divorce unless you pay so much money, and you had to stay married, and you had to go to counseling and make sure you're this person, and talk to it, and you need to court so long before you get married and make sure you're going to be married material. and have like know what you're getting into, you know, required to get almost a degree in marriage and learn that, hey, this is all about give and take, helping each other. And if you're selfish and they say, hey, you're not marriage material, then people don't need to get married. But yeah, I just I just can't believe all these people talking about all this crazy stuff because I've been married so long. I've been married over half my life, so it's hard for me to fathom that people actually, I mean, the divorce rate's high, but married over half my life. I just wanted to share that. It's crazy.